Act 4 of this evening's program is called Another Dave. And this is a story by David Sedaris, frequent Morning Edition commentator, member of the Pine Tree Gang, contributor to this program. And this is a story of ultimate Machiavelli in scheming. It's kind of an endpoint as to how far you can go. It's called The Last Time You'll Ever Hear From Me. It's a story, and it's read by Sarah Tyre.
Dear friends and family, by the time you receive this letter, I will be dead. Those of you attending this service are sitting quietly, holding a beautiful paperweight, a gift from the collection which, in life, had been my pride and joy. You turn the paperweight over in your hands. Look deep inside at the object embedded in the glass, be it a rose or scorpion, whatever, and through your tears you ask, what is death like? By this time I certainly know the answer to that question, but am unable to give details. Know only that I will one day meet you upon the grassy plains of heaven, where, with the exception of Randy Sykes and Annette Kelper, I will be tickled to embrace you and catch up on all the news. If my instructions were followed the way I wanted them to be, see attached instruction envelope number 1. This letter is being read to you from the pulpit of the Simple Shepherd Church of Christ by my best friend, Eileen Mickey. Hi, Eileen, who is wearing the long-sleeve Lisa Montino designer dress I left behind that always looks so good on me. Eileen, I hope you either lost some weight or took it out some on the sides, or you're not going to be able to breathe. Also, remember it needs to be dry cleaned. I know how you and your family love to skimp, but please don't listen to what anyone says about woolite. Dry clean. Most of you are probably wondering why I did it. You're whispering, "Why, Lord? Why take Trish Moody?" Trish was a ray of bright sunshine, always so up and perky and full of love. Pretty, too, just as smart and sweet and pretty as they come. You're probably shaking your heads and thinking there's plenty of people a lot worse than Trish Moody. There's her former excuse for a boyfriend, Randy Sykes, for example. The boyfriend who, after Trish accidentally backed her car over his dog, practically beat her senseless. He beat her with words, but still, it might as well have been with his fists. He struck her again and again with words and names such as manipulative, jealous, childish, and others I wouldn't justify in print. The dog's death was a tragic accident, but perhaps also a blessing in disguise, as Randy tended to spend entirely too much time with it. What did Trish's mother say when her daughter, heartbroken over her breakup with Randy, came to her in search of love and understanding? If you're looking for sympathy, you can find it between sob story and syphilis in the dictionary. Perhaps my mother can live with slogans such as this. I know I can't. Neither can I live surrounded by friends such as Annette Kelper. Poor, chubby Annette Kelper, who desperately tries to pretend that nobody notices the fact that she's balding on top of her head. That's right. Look closely. Balding, just like a man. Perhaps Randy feels sorry for Chrome Dome Annette. Maybe that's why he was seen twice in her company in a single 5-day period. Seen standing together in the parking lot of the Burger Tabernacle, her home away from home, and seen huddled together, laughing on the escalator of the Crabtree Valley Mall. Annette, my supposed best friend, who secretly wanted and coveted everything I owned. Is everyone on earth as two-faced as Annette Kelper? Is everyone as cruel as Randy Sykes? I think not. Most of you, the loved ones I left behind, are simple, devoted people. I urge you now to take a look around the room. Are Randy Sykes and Annette sitting in the audience? Are they shifting uncomfortably in the pew, shielding their faces with the 8.5 by 11 photograph of me I had reproduced to serve as a memento of this occasion? Eileen, read this part real fast before they have a chance to leave. Randy Sykes' drip is the size of my little finger, and that's when it's hard. And I'm not counting the nail, just the finger. He had sex 2 times with a boy at Camp Ticonderoga when he was in junior high school. Maybe that explains why he loves it when somebody sticks their finger up his couvard. He used to beg me to do that, but I refused. I said, no way, Randy. He used to do it to himself all the time. That's why I never held hands with him. His hands stink. He secretly thinks he looks like Marlon Brando, but take a good look. A young Marlon Perkins is more like it. Maybe that's what he sees in Annette Kelper. He's an animal lover. She used to come to my house crying. Her breath smelled a mile off like her uncle's drip. She said he forced her, but that's a lie, 'cause you don't force a horse, and that's what she is, a whore. Annette and Randy deserve each other. Drip, breath, and stinky finger, riding up and down the escalator at Crabtree Valley, up and down, up and down. Fancy little shuck cutlets, look at them. Take a good hard look at them. It's their fault I'm dead. They are to blame. I urge you now to take those paperweights and stone them. Release your anger. The Bible says it's all right to cast the first stone if someone dead is telling you to do it, and I'm telling you now. Pretend the paperweights are stones and cast them upon the guilty. I put aside my savings to pay for the damages to the walls and windows. It's money I was saving for my wedding, and there's plenty of it, so throw. Hurt them the way they hurt me. Kill them. Nobody will hold you responsible. Kill them. Eileen, I'm going to allow a few minutes here because it might take a while for certain people to get into the swing of it. Pop in the cassette marked stoning and wait until both Randy and Annette are lifeless. Wait until everyone is finished with their paperweights, and then I want you to hand the microphone over to my mother. Watch the way she trembles and stutters, and remember every gesture as if you were me.